Hey there, I'm Lee, and these are the 10 best ways to build overall strength. These are part of the first element of our Powerbatics training and emphasize the rebuilding of weak links, as well as protecting the body for all types of movement. And if you stay until the end, you'll have an entire blueprint for success. Plus, I'll show you a number of our students putting this into direct practice right as we speak. So make sure to subscribe in order to continue getting top insights for your mind, body, strength, and skill. And remember to train with proper progressions and under the guidance of safe coaching. These movements are complementary in nature, just like orange and blue or yin and yang. The first is the front lever, just good old-fashioned core strength, which supports the entire body in suspension. And just like an engine is built of multiple parts that function together, we create the second move, the front lever row, by pulling the pelvis upward and forward while staying in horizontal suspension. The third movement is directly complementary to that front lever and horizontal row, and this is the planche, which requires core strength of a different nature. You must develop arch and hollow shapes, and when you do the push-up position correctly with a hollow shape in your transverse abdominis and maximal engagement, and then lean forward, you start to create the fulcrum necessary for the legs to float. This requires tremendous upper body strength, and like all bodyweight strength and skill development, progressions unique to each individual, unique to you, like the correct push-up position, for example. Then, just like the front lever, we can bend the elbows and create motion through the arms, but this time exercising pushing strength for the footless push-up. Now after this, we simply change the angle as we lead into the next 4 moves. Next and fifth on the list is vertical pulling, which begins with just hanging from the arms, something that is often forgotten. This eventually turns into massive core strength and connective tissue strength demonstrable through the meat hook, and likewise the reverse flag. So be careful with building these though, and make sure to exercise patience with your training. And then we exercise pulling strength toward not only muscle ups, which is one of the 3 basics of foundation, but toward all sorts of variations at all different angles. And that with as little motion as possible, seeking to avoid kipping until the connective tissue is fully built and prepared. And then ultimately toward the one-arm pull-up. Then just invert the human form, and we begin building vertical pushing strength. Again, through a variety of progressions that restrict momentum and isolate the shoulders and core themselves. And through this, we are building shoulder strength at all angles, stacked on top of incredible core strength at all angles, prepared for all types of different movements in life, from surfing to golfing to playing frisbee on the beach. Again, this is part of the first element of Powerbatics, and these are all of our students showcasing their strength and development here. And if you want to join, just click to dive in. Now on to the final 2 movements. The 8th on the list is going to be a little more advanced. In fact, this move is rather a whole series of moves that are done above the rings, the bar, or any obstacle. So they require the muscle up just to get started. But one of them is the press to handstand on the rings. You'll want the stability in your shoulders and core from building the muscle up before beginning this, so watch out. But this leads to all sorts of other moves, transitions, and skills that you can do as well. And then finally, the last move is probably one of those that just makes you scratch your head. It's both tricky to train as well as requires all of the other moves as foundation. In fact, I didn't even mess around with this until I could already do all the others, and then voila, first time and could do it. So training this way is really about slow, steady, scientific progress according to your body type, your age, your past injuries, your goals, and your overall uniqueness, which is why coaching is so helpful. And it pays major dividends in the long run, again, for just how you feel on a daily basis, your confidence, for surfing, swimming, golfing, or any of those activities you love to do. But I digress. The final move is the human flag. I was just talking with an adult student in the medical field the other day, and she was telling me that this is one of those moves that's so overlooked, but so valuable, because it involves the muscles that run up and down the back and protect the spine. Imagine the strength to hold this position. It's pretty life-changing. And here's our students demonstrating all these moves and showing that it's not only possible, but highly advisable to attain them from young to old, male and female alike. And you'll be able to see how more of this is done in some of the other videos I'll leave a link for now so you can watch. See you there.